Hey guys, it's Thursday! And I finally upload another video. Really sorry about last week. Totally forgot about having to post a video in the midst of all the failing tests and everything. So yeah, I'm back, and it's spring break for me right now, although it's ending this week, so that's the sad part. But I went to Colorado for, I think about 5 days. 4 days, there we go. Went to Colorado for 4 days, had to drive across Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. And on the topic of driving across Arizona, in case you were wondering why I was calling you at about 2:55 in the afternoon, Audrey, I thought that was when school would be over for you, and it was also when I was crossing through Arizona. So I wanted to say hi and say, hey, I'm in Arizona. How are you doing? Yeah, so there's not really a need to reply to that particular call, but if you'd like to, of course, I'd be more than happy to talk to you, considering we haven't talked in a while. We must. Let's see. Oh yeah, the challenge. Okay, my most bizarre injury. Interesting. My most bizarre injury. Speaking of that belly button thing that you have, Audrey, I've had that about 3 times in my life. Very painful, I know. I think it's from like a skin infection or something. It was really weird. You wake up one day and you find that your belly button's completely inflamed. You have to dig stuff out of it, and yeah, it's not pretty. That's one of my most bizarre injuries. My other most bizarre injury would have to be, yeah, crooked pinky on my right hand. Guy from my elementary school broke it with the volleyball when I was in 2nd grade. Volleyball went whoop, boop, and my pinky kind of swung off its joints. So yeah, it's this part right here. It's all crooked. It's because the volleyball went BAM! And what wasn't quite the same after that. Partially because I didn't get a hard cast until the next day, because the urgent care center was not open. Well, not exactly not open. We managed to catch the doctor as he was going out the door for to go back home. But he didn't seem to comprehend that it was an urgent case. So he went back home, and we went back the next day and got a hard cast for me. So yeah, that's my random injury. I have a little subject to talk about, and this is not meant to be condescending in any way. More like a discussion about, well, one-sided discussion right now about how the past affects all of us. And I know it shapes us in a way, but sometimes we let it tear us down. And that's something we totally want to avoid, because sometimes the tearing down is needed, and sometimes it's not. Most of the time it's not, because we tear ourselves down too much. And we need to more build ourselves from that past, especially if it's a bad thing or a hurtful thing, and especially an embarrassing thing, something that makes you cringe every time you think about it. We all have too many of those, and I don't think it's worth having those embarrassing things flatten us, squish us under the heel, because we are afraid of them. My mom loves saying this quote, and she says, "The spring is strongest when you are afraid of it, but it bends and flattens when you flatten it." In Chinese, of course, that was a rough translation. But what she means is that the past and any other obstacle is strong when you're weak against it, but if you put, screen went dark, anyway, but when you put strength into it and take the effort to flatten it, it goes flat. It doesn't spring, well, it'll spring back if you let it go, but, point made already, anyway. Oh dear. Won't waste your time, and I'll go soon, but I have a question for all of you. I really need help on this one. I received my college acceptances already, and I've also received their offers of financial aid, and I've narrowed it down to 2 choices. I need help. Please. I'm to choose between University of California at Santa Barbara in Santa Barbara, California, or the University of Redlands in Redlands, California. I won't give you the entire mojo, but they've both offered me near full rides. And they both are awesome schools, and they both have the most beautiful campuses. The only difference is that if I were to go to Redlands, it would be a small private school. And if I were to go to the University of University of California at Santa Barbara, it would be a big public school. And both have their specialties, both have their, I need help. Please. Which one am I to choose? I have no flipping idea which one I should choose. I need help. Please. I think I just said please for the millionth time. Okay, and this is Annie from Walnut, California, and I hope to see all of you. I love seeing all of your lovely faces, and I mean it. I really do. So, goodbye from California for now. Hopefully you'll see me next Thursday, if I'm not dead by then. Bye-bye!